Coming up on Point News, making late nights on the South Side safer, the new plan that could be making getting home a little easier.
A dance studio with Hollywood clients sets up in Pittsburgh. We'll take you inside the new complex.
A Point Park student doubles as an assistant high school hockey coach, how he helped lead his team to the ultimate goal.
Live from our studio in downtown Pittsburgh, you're watching Point News.
Good afternoon, I'm Tori Adams.
And I'm Johnny Frywald. There's no doubt that the South Side is one of Pittsburgh's hotspots, but on many weekend nights the crowds grow so large, safety becomes a concern.
Now city officials have a new plan in place. Point News reporter Kelsey Metzger has more on the transformation fix.
20,000 people swarm the South Side streets every Friday and Saturday night, creating significant transportation and safety issues. For the past 2 years, City Council President Bruce Krause has been working with the Responsible Hospitality Institute and its president Jim Peters to find ways to manage the bustling nightlife. The first step is tackling what he calls the transportation nightmare along East Carson Street.
If you stick around here late at night on a Friday or Saturday when it's the most populated, it's terrible. Getting out here is a mess.
Peters says what is launching this March is a coordinated transportation hub where cabs can pull in and queue up just like at an airport. The Carson Street Initiative is the first test project to see what works and how solutions can be implemented in other neighborhoods.
Some of the supervisors at Zone 3 were tasked with coming up with some ideas. One of the suggestions was that we implemented taxi stands, have cab stands available, maybe on 12th Street, one at 18th Street, and then one further up by 22nd Street, so that it would be easier for people to go and get taxis.
The cab service in Pittsburgh doesn't really exist. Anywhere else you go, there's cabs lined up outside, and I think it would create a much safer environment and a much more enjoyable environment for everybody if they had that in place.
Transportation is just the first phase within the larger plan concerning Southside hospitality, development, and safety. Reporting for Point News, I'm Kelsey Metzger.
Making the city safer, that was the focus of a town hall meeting at Point Park. The Pittsburgh Downtown Community Development Corporation and Pittsburgh Police held a town hall meeting on campus last week. It focused on how the police and the community are working together. This was a great opportunity for downtown residents to get a better understanding of downtown safety regulations.
Eric Holmes from the Pittsburgh Police Department. Prior to that, if anybody
the more it gets done. We wanted to get more involved with the community at large, but also to have a better understanding of what was available to us as residents as well.
Well, I think Point Park is a great resident in downtown. A lot of, although it may not be permanent residents, because you have students who come and go as they matriculate through their college experience, but it's a central location, and it's a place, of course, where knowledge is gained and people learn, and what a better place to learn about safety in downtown.
City officials are also scheduling meetings called Commander on Your Corner. They'll include walking tours around the city to get a better understanding of what needs to be done to keep everyone safe.
The Pittsburgh Pirates home opener is on Monday, and it's just a few days away. Now Courtney Joden is here with a preview of how fans are getting ready for the season. Courtney?
That's right, this Monday is the big day. I hit the streets to interview fans who are very excited about the 2014 season.
Excited for the Pirates this season. I mean, they had a really great season last year, last season, and I mean, yeah, there might be some injuries and stuff, but I'm sure they're going to come back and it's going to be great. I mean, they're playing the Cubs this week and opening day, so that should be good. I'm really excited to watch them on TV. I've never been to a Pirates game before, but living in Pittsburgh now, I'm really excited to go and I really can't wait.
Baseball for me is not really a sport that I follow or particularly am interested in, but I got to say, the whole Pittsburgh sports atmosphere really has sucked me in since I've moved here.
Andrew McCutcheon is my favorite player, and it's because he plays in the outfield, and when I played softball, I was also in the outfield, so I was like, oh, he's awesome, and he's a great hitter, and he just gets the job done.
Last season was an interesting one because they had actually started to really win in a big way.
Well, I'm really excited for the atmosphere in the city to everyone be excited about it and people talking about it again. Baseball is one of my favorite sports, and I'm just really excited to be in a place that likes the sport as much as I do.
Yeah, it really just permeates through, I think, the whole city. Really just a great way for everyone to feel connected.
Now Francisco Liriano is expected to take the mound for the Buccos against the Chicago Cubs. The game starts at 1:05, so make sure to tune in. Reporting for Point News, I'm Courtney Joden.
Thanks, Courtney. So will we have baseball weather for opening day? Joanne Poptowski is here with our home opener forecast. Joanne?
Thanks, Tori. Get ready, Pirates fans, because Monday is going to be quite fun and a great day for baseball. Temperatures will be a bit cool in the morning, but will warm up to a high of 65. And the best part, we're expecting a lot of sunshine. Your complete weekend outlook is coming up later in the newscast.
And NFL great visited the Point Park campus this week. Former Pittsburgh Steeler Merrill Hodge shared his story of success both on and off the field, including how he overcame several setbacks. Find a way. Those are the words Merrill Hodge used to overcome obstacles and reach his goals throughout his life. Students listened closely as Hodge described his journey from the football field to the world of broadcasting. The road wasn't always easier for Hodge, who overcame post-concussion syndrome, which ended his NFL career in 1994. He also fought a courageous battle with cancer in 2003. Despite all of that, Hodge achieved his dreams and shared with students how they can do the same.
One thing is, I don't want them to get discouraged about their dream or goal or passion, but to visualize it and put it up, and then realize the kind of work that it takes in order to achieve those things. And then the best thing in life as far as taking advantage of opportunities is be prepared. The more a person, young man, young woman can be prepared for whatever they're striving for, better chance of being successful.
Hodge now works as an NFL analyst for ESPN. The Pittsburgh Center for Sports Media and Marketing hosted the event.
The Washington mudslide death toll is now at 25, with more than 100 people still reported missing since the tragedy last Saturday. Rescue workers are currently scouring the site of the mudslide in the town of Ozo for survivors and salvage items, but officials say the rescue operation is now a recovery mission. The landslide ranks one of the deadliest in recent years.
It has been almost 3 weeks since the Malaysia Airlines flight disappeared. This afternoon, authorities have more answers and clues involving the plane. Point News reporter Chris Hoffman is in the newsroom with the details. Chris.
Thanks, Tori. The video behind you is going to be showing the intended flight from Kuala Lumpur to Beijing, China, of about 2,700 miles, while new satellite images are showing over 300 pieces of debris nearly 5,000 miles south of that intended destination, as they are in the South Indian Ocean, about 1,600 miles southwest of Perth, Australia. Now, none of these pieces have been confirmed to be the missing airliner, as lots of the large debris is upwards of 3 miles below the South Indian Ocean, which is largely uncharted. Now, the airliner did send out text messages to the families of the missing, saying that beyond reasonable doubt, they believe the plane went down in the South Indian Ocean, and in all 239 people aboard are dead. And also, one more big thing to watch out for is within the next couple weeks here, as April 6th approaches, that marks 30 days since the plane went missing, so give or take 3 to 5 days, that is when the black box's batteries are expected to die. We'll keep you updated with this as we find out more information. For Point News, I'm Chris Hoffman. Back to you guys in the studio.
Despite snow a few days ago, it's beginning to feel a little like spring. Your weekend outlook is coming up.
Speaking of spring, see how Point Park's campus community gathered for a big celebration to ring in this new season.
UView wants you to be a part of our live studio audience for the 2014 USG debates. Hear what the candidates for president and vice president have to say as they duel it out. USG debates live April 8th, 7 p.m. only on UView.
Hi, you're tuned into Point Park University Television, and UView is for you. Stacy?
Yes, Dan. UView is for you.
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 UView is for you. UView is for you. UView is for you.
Crying out loud, I gotta do everything around here. UView's down. There's no one even in the control room. Paul, have you seen Jesse?
I don't know where he is. You know how
You
he
can
is.
never
He's
find
always
him
missing.
when you need him. UView's down, and no one has any idea where he's at. I mean, I'm telling you, I'm just like losing my mind. Well, here you are. For crying out loud, UView's down. You're in here playing around. Get out here and fix it. And clean up this mess. Some people's kids.
Spring is finally here, and to celebrate the first day of the season, the campus community gathered for the first day of Spring Jam session.
The Point Cafe was filled with friends, and Point News was there for all the action. Students enjoyed live musical performances from fellow pioneers and other local musicians. We caught guest performers Shay Parker just before she hit the stage.
So I'm really glad that you guys are hosting me. It's really nice of you.
I think it's going pretty well. This is our first time organizing it. I'm a part of the dining ambassadors here at Point Park, so I think for our first try it's gone pretty good. So.
Dining Ambassador Caroline Parker says she was very pleased with how things went. This is the first year that Dining Services hosted the Spring Jam session. Coming up after the break, we'll have more on Point News.
Freedom of speech is my right as an American to voice my opinion, or if I choose to stay silent. I have the right to practice my religion. I have the right to publish my own works. With this right, we can be creative, innovative, and change the world. For more information, visit www.freedomofspeechpsa.org.
Do you know all the things you can do with your student ID? Along with getting discounts to some of the restaurants around campus. Showing your Point Park ID can net you deals on tickets at theaters in the Cultural District. To check out all the current options, just search Student Discounts on the Point Park University homepage.
An expression, a belief, a symbol, freedom to worship, an unspoken word. To express yourself means standing up for what you believe in. There's a freedom to worship and a freedom to live. To speak never saying a word, to love, to let your voice be heard. The light of your own path. For more information, visit www.freedomofspeechpsa.org.
UView wants you to be a part of our live studio audience for the 2014 USG debates. Hear what the candidates for president and vice president have to say as they duel it out. USG debates live April 8th, 7 p.m. only on UView.
Dancers in the area are excited about the grand opening of a new studio called Millennium Dance Complex in Complex, Pittsburgh. It's located on the south side, right along East Carson Street. Point News reporter Caroline Collins explains what makes this studio so special.
Concept of dance hits the East Coast, and we're going to take a look inside.
Millennium Dance Complex is recognized worldwide as a supreme commercial dance studio, but it was hard to get to one until now.
We are a franchise of the Millennium LA brand, and we are actually one of the first franchises opening up in the United States.
Originating in Los Angeles, the complex gained popularity, opening new chains in Salt Lake City, Utah, Tokyo, Japan, and now Pittsburgh. Owner Tawny Darby felt the need for something like this to bring West Coast styles to the East.
Decided on a location that was not only accessible to dancers in Cleveland and Columbus and West Virginia and all along the East Coast, but we also realized that there was such a need here in Pittsburgh for something like this.
Millennium Dance Complex is a drop-in type of studio, meaning you don't have to pre-register for classes, there's no monthly fee, and no commitment. Dancers pay per class. All skill levels are welcome.
At Millennium Dance Complex, we blend local talent in Pittsburgh, choreographers and teachers, with LA and New York faculty. So
those faculty instructors include past winners of the hit show So You Think You Can Dance and other well-known choreographers.
It's cool when you see someone that amazing on TV and then you actually get to take a class
in person. Like, it's so different to see them in person than on TV.
Top performers like Usher and Justin Timberlake train at the Millennium Dance Complex in LA.
All of the people on our Hall of Fame here are celebrities or dancers who have trained at Millennium Los Angeles.
For Point News, I'm Caroline Collins.
And if you dance class, just visit mdcph.com for the class information.
Governor Tom Corbett was among a group of officials from Pennsylvania to meet with Pope Francis in Rome Wednesday. The group met with Vatican officials to begin planning the 8th World Meeting of Families, which is slated to take place in Philadelphia in September of 2015. Pope Benedict XVI had originally agreed to attend the event prior to stepping down. The local delegation is hopeful Pope Francis will attend as well.
Well, this week has been cold and spring still seems to be missing. It sure has. Joanne Poptotsky is here with your weather update for the weekend ahead. Joanne, will we be seeing spring weather anytime soon?
Yeah, Tori, it looks like spring is finally here. Today, right now it's about 46 degrees, and we're going to see a high of about 54 at 5 p.m. For the weekend, it's going to warm up a little bit more. On Friday, we're going to see a high of 56, and Saturday, we're going to drop down to about 46. And Friday, it's going to rain, but Saturday, we'll see the sun come out. And Sunday, we're going to see a high of 52 degrees, and it'll be nice and sunny. Leading to Monday for Pirates opening day, we're going to see a high of 65 degrees. It's going to be sunny and just a beautiful day for baseball. How about the Pioneers? How's the weather affecting them?
Many people may know Ryan Tangle as a student here at Point Park, but in the winter, he's also an assistant hockey coach for the Peters Township Indians under his father, Rick Tangle. Ryan stood by his father as the Indians competed for the Penguins Cup at Consol Energy Center. Hockey may be Ryan's passion, but he's never tasted a Penguins Cup victory as a player or as a coach. So would this night, the Indians' 4th run at the Cup, be different?
It's great because, you're a player. But to stand next to my dad and see all the hard work he does from a coaching perspective, it's completely different. So if we win tonight, it's going to be obviously one of the best moments of my life.
Behind an incredible performance by goalie Brian Baker, the Indians put themselves in great position to win, and this time they pulled it off. Ryan and his father held a long embrace before celebrating with the team, and for the first time in his life, he could walk back to the locker room a champion. Peters Township didn't stop there as they went on to defeat LaSalle Prep Philadelphia area in the state championship.
That does it this week for Point News. Be sure to join us next Thursday live at 2 p.m.
Have a great week, everybody.